folks, it's Masterpiece, and today I got a vintage collection review. It is going to be Jabba the Hutt action playset. So this is a reissue for those that weren't able to get a Jabba the Hutt back in the day. I know before this release there was a few out in the secondary market, but it was very expensive to buy a Jabba the Hutt. There was one that came with Ula. I think that was from the Clone Wars action figure series, I believe. I might be wrong, but that was one that was going for a lot of money just because of the Ula figure that was included in that. There was also a salacious crumb, and he also came with his platform and his throne with his hookah. So this time, not only are we getting all of that aside from the Ula, we are getting 8D8 on card back as well as salacious crumb. So that's gonna be cool. Right here you can see a picture of those two. So 3 figures included inside the box. And then on the bottom here, you see everything that's laid out that you're going to be getting in this box set. So if we just turn it this way, we could see some more pictures here of that setup. There's Jabba. And then this side is pretty much the same thing. You get other pictures on the left and right hand side of the box, but I'm going to open this up and we're going to take everything out and we're going to talk about it. So there's a lot that comes in this box. First, we got the platform that Jabba and the throne sits on. Here's the throne. It's basically the same thing as the one that came with the BOba Fett Throne room, except you'll notice that the new one, the new platform, is a more lighter color. And I don't know if they meant to do that on purpose. Maybe they did. Maybe this is supposed to represent a more newer look, since this is before the events that happened in the Book of Boba Fett. So in that instance, it would make sense why they probably changed the color up a bit. They wanted to add some sort of weathering to it, whereas this one is supposed to represent a less weathered platform. But yeah, we got this here, the throne. So it sits on the top like so. And then I'm just gonna move this to the side so that I can show off the other stuff that this comes with. You get this bag full of other little bags. This bag right here has all the pillows. And the good thing, the thing about most of the Jabba's playsets that you would get in the past was that a lot of these things weren't like real fabric. They weren't soft goods. They were just hard plastic pieces. These are actually soft goods material, so that's pretty cool. They're not really that poofy like they're supposed to represent in real life, but I like that Hasbro did that, so we haven't really seen that before. Next we have the rugs. They're very similar to the ones that you get in the Book of Boba Fett playset. Those are actually a little bit more gray, whereas these are more brown, different hues of brown and beige that we see on there. But that's another neat little thing that they included. Then in this bag we have a couple different accessories. All right, so we have 3 cups or glasses. You could display these on the actual platform there like such. You have a plate of something, food. This is the same mold as the one that came in the Book of Boba Fett, except that one looks a little darker than this one. This one looks lighter in the middle there. And then you get this, which I believe I know what this is. This is that creature that Jabba reaches for and eats in one of the scenes of Return of the Jedi. He opens up like his hookah, and on the bottom there's like some sort of frog or something that's swimming around in there. But speaking of which, here is that hookah type device, and I actually have a few of these that I've gotten from previous Jabbas that I've come across, and this probably has to be the best looking one just because you could really see through that there. You just open this part up, throw this guy in there, and you can see him in the bottom there. That's cool. The details are more refined. Actually, as a matter of fact, this hookah seems a little smaller and a little bit more proportionate than the one that we've gotten in previous releases. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that, but it seems better. I know this part right here is clear and see-through, whereas others it was like painted over. I know that for a fact, but I don't know, this seems smaller, more to scale, but still retaining some of those details that you see in the middle there. And the paint apps are really good, so not only is it smaller, but it doesn't sacrifice anything from the paint apps as well, so that's cool. And then you get 2 other figures. Now this is cool. I'm gonna start with this one, but look at that. I love that they put Salacious Crumb on his own card back, and it's a small little guy. Salacious Crumb is VC66A, and 8D8 is VC325. Let's go with 8D8. So there's 8D8. You get a really good image of him from the Return of the Jedi. That's probably the one that I think about when that image right there, or that scene, is the one that I think about when somebody mentions 8D8 in the Return of the Jedi movie. He's torturing some sort of gonk droid or something like that. You can see in the background right there the hot irons, but that looks really cool. There's not too much articulation on this guy from what I understand, but I'm just so glad that we got him already. So these are unpunched as well, so they're great for sealed collectors. During the time of the Empire, lanky smelter droid 8D8 assisted EV-99 in terrorizing Jabba the Hutt's droid operatives. So this guy was mean. And then we see him again in the book of Boba Fett as one of Daimyo Fett's assistants. So pretty cool, very nice. We're gonna open this guy up. All right, so here is 8D8. We're gonna check out some of this articulation. I actually don't know if they actually like released him prior to this in the 3 3/4 inch line. I think they did, probably a long time ago, but yeah, I don't know any articulation stuff here. So as far as his feet go, that's some articulation there. That's the articulation on the legs, waist. I don't think he's actually supposed to lean forward and backwards like this. So technically it's only like side to side like that. That's the articulation for the arms. They don't go out. His elbows don't bend. His wrists don't rotate. Looking at his head, he can't really look up. He can't really look down either. But he could look from left to right like such. Like so. He's a creepy looking guy. I always thought this droid was very scary looking, but that was pretty much all the creatures in Jabba's palace, so it kind of fits. As far as articulation goes, I don't think there's much movement that this droid can do in the Star Wars universe, and I don't really care. I'm just happy that this guy is available in the line. So is it a great figure? I don't know, I guess not, but I'm not complaining too much because it's awesome that we have this guy in card back. I think a lot of people are happy that we have 8D8 in the line as well. So moving on to Salacious Crumb. This is awesome. I love this card back. This is probably one of the top card backs that we've got in the line in a while. The image there is a good image of Salacious B. Crumb. It's got the kind of like a dark green hue in the name pill and then the background of the bubble. No accessories, but that's alright. I hope this is a better mold than any previous Salacious Crumbs that we've gotten in the past. Other ones that we've gotten weren't the greatest. It's hard to make a good mold out of something like this, but already I could tell you, like, look at that. He sits great. He's made out of like this very soft rubbery plastic. So his articulation is kind of weird, but it just moves back to its original spot. You could move his legs however you want, kind of, but they will move back to that position. Other than his head, his head is on a swivel, and his torso there as well. Same with his tail. Not too much you could do with this guy, but I like that you could sit him like on the edge of the platform here or something like that. I'll have to find a space for Salacious Crumb. Pretty cool though. And now for the main guy here, which is Jabba. Let's check out some of these details. So he's got the scar right here. He's got the tattoo on his arm. The paint apps look really good. This is probably the best looking Jabba that we've gotten. But yeah, like I said, if you didn't get the sail barge or anything, or if you were collecting early and you were able to get other releases, then that's great. Black Series 3 3/4 inch came out with a Jabba the Hutt as well, but they were always all really expensive, so it was very smart, very nice of Hasbro to finally re-release this Jabba the Hutt. I'm glad they did it. I have a few just because I've just so happened to come across them for a really good price, and plus I got the sail barge as well. So I got quite a few of Jabba's. So when it comes to articulation, his tail doesn't move or anything like that. I think up to from like his tail to maybe about his waist, it's just one solid mold. Once we get up to right here, it's just a swivel. His arms are partially movable. His elbows, wrists, and that's about it. There's more of his paint detail. I really like it. He looks awesome. Now, one of the things that I love that they did was include this platform, because if you ever want to change the palace to Jabba's palace, or switch back to Boba Fett's palace, all you need to do is take out the platforms and interchange them. Obviously get rid of some of the characters in the background too, but you get what I'm saying. It's neat that they did that, so it's a lot easier for us collectors to switch in between. So I'm just going to set up my Jabba's throne platform right now. Love all these little pillows too. It's a very nice addition to this playset. So there's that. I think now I could place this on here. Alright, so that is the Jabba playset. I think this might be my new setup now that we have new Salacious, Crumb, and Jabba. I just don't know what I'm gonna do now with the sail barge since I had to pull some figures to create this display. So that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.